I have a new task.
What's your new task?
You gave it to me. This is my wife's nightstand. This is unacceptable. So we're going to be building a new one. Stay tuned. I have my cut list for this. And we're looking at 4 cut at 24.5 inches by 2 15/16 by 1.5. 4 at 18 by 2 1/2 by 11/16. 8 by 18 by 1.5 by 1.5, and then 8 at 17 by 1.5 and 1.5. So we have it all cut. Got it all cut. Now the hard part comes. I got mental problems. I got to figure out where the dados go and where the stops are going to be. Sorry about the noise, there's a fan going. Keep the flies off. But yeah, interesting parts coming. Stay tuned. Okay. I start everything with okay. Got the saw set up. I'm going to take the edges off. So Well, mistakes were made, but we have one side put together. I thought building a box was hard. You can judge me. It's fine. This is my first nightstand. So I told her if she don't like what I make, then she can go out and buy whatever she wants off of that Jungle website. So we're going to do our best to put this together, sand it down, put her back together, and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. Put you on hyperlapse so you don't have to be here for the whole boring part. Well, all right. I didn't bring it on for the whole thing because it was pretty bad, pretty boring. Lots of not sociable words. Anyway, I've got the carcass, I guess is what they call it. I don't know if you can see it all. There we go. Carcass is done. Shell or drawer. Sides and the back. I used to watch, pardon me, woodworking shows. They get it all built like this, then they tear it apart, they sand it, then they put it back together. And I was like, boy, that sounds like a lot of stupid extra moves. So now I'm going to take this all apart, sand it, and put it back together. More fun. This is my first attempt. Excuse the shadow. Sorry. Top down. See how they're not square in there? I'm going to fix that. Okay, we're recording. Alright, I've got legs, front and back. I've got the back, top and bottom. And you just watched me rip these to 7/8 of an inch. Now, what we're going to do is, you see, I went ahead and made a rabbit. I don't know if it's coming out or not. There you go. A rabbit right through here. These are going to sit on the inside or outside of that. And then there's going to be plywood here. So, all I got to do is build it now. Alright, lots of measuring ahead of me. Lots of figuring crap out. You know, sometimes the simplest projects just seem to escalate. You know, basically a box, but we didn't want a plywood box. We wanted a real hardy, well, not hardwood, but a wooden frame with the side walls. It's going to be hefty, but we're going to work on her some more. It's only been one day. I only cut out like 20 boards. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 boards. It's taking me like 3 hours. 25 years ago. Been down an hour. Age, bad knees, bad back. You're not here for me to complain though. You're here to see what I'm up to. So we're gonna keep working. You keep watching. Here we go. Something that will make this so much faster and really help. Pocket screw jig, make pocket holes. So my lovely wife got me one. Not affiliated by Craig or anyway, but man, they make this so much easier. Let's see if we can get you all in the... Yeah, close enough, eh? Probably seen this a dozen times on different channels, but freebie. I know I'm sitting down, but cutting this wood got my back hurting, so taking it a little easy. Muddy. Wife's out picking up my scraps. Trying to stay clean. Alright. That's supposed to bolt this down. Haven't got there yet. Actually, these are the first holes drilled by this thing. What did they do before pocket holes? I'll tell you what. I'm just trying to figure out which is the best side and which is the worst side. Considering these were both 2x4s, there's no good or bad side. They're just boards. They're all bad. I guess it was nationwide. Menards had a sale on 2x4s. $2 a piece with $1 rebate, of course. And I think it was a limit of 200. Sorry, school bus calling back. So our son offset his rent by paying for 100 2x4s. Well, rent, free rent, whatever. He gifted us 100 2x4s. How's that sound? That's a little better. That's what it is. That's a funny story. I got a funny story about that. So we live 54 miles away, I think. 50, anywhere from 50 to 54 miles away from this Menards. And I've got a truck, and I go out, and we're getting ready to, yes, we are going to do this. We're going to buy 100 2x4s. It's just too much. The price of 2x4s right now, I think, what, $258, $260. So 100 of them at $2 each. Which, I mean, they were $3, but you get $1 back in the rebate. So we got the $100 rebate. So they're, $2 each. So $200 for 100 2x4s. Well, it's all good and all that. So go out. It'd been cold. We just gotten back from our other sons in Carolina. So the truck hadn't been started in a couple days. or well, weeks. So I went out there and I started her up. She didn't want to start, so the battery is dead. So we got the old jump charger on there, and she fired up finally. And I was like, well, we'll let her warm up for about 5-10 minutes here. Make sure everything's running right. Started getting a smell. Like, what is that smell? She's making a god awful noise too, squealing. So since I had the hood up for the charger, I looked under there and I could see, looked like water was shooting off one of the bells. I was like, oh no, water pump's going out, or head gas, something bad has just happened. And when I looked at it, I heard a clink, and then the belt stopped spinning. Tore up my serpentine belt. I was like, oh no. So we shut off the engine. I was like, doggone it, the serpentine engine. You know what that was going to cost, you know. Could do it myself, but it's winter. I'm old. I'm broke down. I can't be doing that kind of thing. I don't have an indoor garage that I can put it in and work on it. So there it sat, and it was only a 2-day sale. Well, 2 days. It was that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But so we went down there in the Kia hatchback, and we said, yep, I want 100 2x4s. Now, out of old experience, we've learned that we can stack 2x4s 8 foot long in that Kia. We usually do 4 or 6 of them. They go all the way up to the gear shift, or cover the gear shift, but I can go beside it and get it. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see how many we can pack in the Kia. The answer to that is 34. We got 34 2x4s by 8 foot long, stacked from the hatchback all the way up front to the front console. Went up to over my eyeballs when I was sitting down. So I have no right side view at all. I can't even see my wife, who's sitting over there. James is in the back seat like this, crunched up, smushed up. But we got him home. We unloaded him, turned around, went right back, got another set. So 4 trips. So what we saved in cash back, we probably lost in gas. But I have 100 2x4s now that I didn't have to pay for because they were kind of a gift from our son. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy my little story. Back to work. Did I do these already? I don't know. Let's find out. I did not. Oh, get in there. All right. I should have 6 of them, 3 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'll get you back when I start to assemble some of this stuff. Well, it's a new day. So, excuse me, sweat throat. We're working on carcass assembly. I did this one without you. Not much to it. Measure it, clamp it, screw it. I'll let you watch the next one in a hyperlapse. first mistake. This groove here needs to be inset. Because I gotta put the backer on there. But I want these to be on the outside of that, and the backer to go inside of it. So be board, backer back here. Board would be flush, the backer would go in here. Which means I gotta make 2 more legs and redo all the stuff I just did. Not upsetting at all. Hang on, I'm gonna go do that. I'll bring you back when I get them done. Okay. I spared you guys me screwing these back in. What I messed up on is this lip here. On the last 2 legs, I had it out here. The reason that's important is I'm gonna have a backing in here, and I want this to cover the edges of the backing, if you can see that. Okay, so next thing is get these guys set in there. One here, one up here. Connect the 2 pieces together. One up front. Stay tuned. Well, there's the carcass together. I spared you the agony of the screwing it all together. Oh, sorry. Alright. Now I gotta get my panels for in here and in here, here and here. And the back panel to slide down there. Hadn't thought about making a stop for that. I'll have to think about that. Other than that, we'll get those cut, and then we'll sand the carcass. Or do I want to build the shelves and then the shelves, the drawers, and then sand it? I don't know. Thinking about getting my pin nailer out. These have only got 1 screw in them each, so they will spin. And my left my glue bottle outside through the winter, and it's now goop, not glue. So anyway, we'll see where we're going from there. I gotta go cut some end panels. We'll bring you back when I'm about ready. All right, there's the sides on it. Don't mind the pencil lines. I'm gonna sand those all out. Yay, label and sand and stain and build the drawers. Yippee-ki-yay. We're into a new day. I off camera went ahead and wood puttied all this. So today we're in for more sanding. And everybody loves sanding. So I won't make you watch that. It's just sanding. And I'll bring you back when I start building onto the drawers and the drawer fronts. All right, stay tuned. Okay, guess I should explain the head scratch. Too much thinking. You don't understand how much thought it takes for this old man to do this, because there's math involved. And let me show you what I did, and you tell me if I'm in my head too much or not. I don't know how well you can read this, but I drew out my 4x8 sheet of plywood, and I knew that this was 4 1/8. I knew this one was 8 1/8, and this one was 7 7/8. So I cut, and I knew that the distance I wanted to go was 20 inches that way. And now I'm having second thoughts about that. I may have to cut those down. But anyway, back to this. So I divided up my sheet. I cut a strip of 20, or I had a little helper there. She went back in and rested. But I cut that at 20. And then the next one I cut at 16, because this is 16 from here to here with the drawer slides. So I cut that. Now when I got into my head is after I'd cut in the 20 and the 16, I went down there and I was measuring it out, and I was like, that's too thin. That's not going to work. These have got to be at least 16 inches. So I cut them at 16, and then my brain said, you're cutting the sides, not the bottoms, you moron. But luckily I had enough I could sneak it out. truck. Anyway, this old man's brain is, steaming. Trying to keep this correct the best that I can. I'm no furniture maker. I've never done this before. I mean, other than the one failure that's out there that I'll make into something else, but I've never made real furniture before, so it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. I think we're going to have a good job on this. I hope so. She deserves the best. I can't afford it, but I'm going to make her the best that I can. All right, stay tuned. Under the small jet engine, cold. All right, drawers are installed. Now, sanding, take it apart, stain it, put it back together, get a lid on it, get the feet on it. I have a new favorite tool. Flush trim router bit. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Oh my goodness. Woo, baby. Okay, I'll do a quick update. Here's what she looks like. I'm ready to put the finish on it. Drawer faces. So far she's looking pretty good. Don't mind the mess. Catch you on the next one. Alright. First coat of stain. And don't worry. Gonna sand it and do it again. But not too awful bad. Alright. Stay tuned. There we go. Oh, not quite. Okay, she's been looking at it, but I wanted everybody to get I believe there's a smile on her face. Do you like it?
I love it.
Do you like the swoopity swoops?
I like the swoopy swoop.
Swoopy swoop with the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see that one is a little small. I can rebuild it if you want me to.
What one's a little small?
The face of the second one down is a little short. You don't care.
It's fine.
That's why we do it. You love it?
I love it. Thank you.
All in all, I think we have about, well, let's see, we used 4 2x4s at $2 each. And then we used 3/4 ply, 4x4. So we used 2 of those at, I think those were $8 each. Of course, door slides, and I would say we have about $250 in this by the time you get everything in. However, she looked all through the old Jungle website.
Nothing worked.
Nothing worked. So here we go. Oh, she's already loading it up.
Upstairs.
Oh no. The stairs with me down here until I go upstairs.
Okay.
Anyway, she's pleased with it. All right, everybody. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And keep praying for Lori. Her leg's healing. It's slow, but it's coming along.
It kind of moves. Okay, that's about it.
It moves, but we're only 11 days out here. So she's doing really good. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.